Hello, let's play Wordle for Friday, July 24th. Let's play. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with slate. Finally a good start, right? All right, well, we get a green T. What goes after the T? Like a TH? Or TH is the only thing I could think of. All right, so what's going to do that, though? My first thought was fourth. Charge fourth. Is there any other RTH words? Like, really, like, it seems like there should be more letters that go after T, but the E is gone. There may be words that end in, like, another vowel, but I'm not really interested in testing that unless I have to. A lot of words are TCH, which this isn't. Well, fourth is the only thing I've thought of, and I haven't thought of anything else since. So I'm going to guess fourth and see what that tells me. It told me it doesn't end in TH. Okay, so what does it end in? TW, TY. Oh, it's a Y, of course. So it could be a TTY word. It might not be a bad idea to maybe start with T and try a TY, and that'll tell us. Is there a? I'm not sure that there is a word left that goes T something TTY though. But how many, like, there's putty? I always have trouble with TTY because my American accent, I pronounce them like D's, and so then I don't remember how they're spelled. Like, is it putty or putty? It's a problem. Nutty is definitely a word. I'm tempted to just go for it. All right. Oh, so it is utty. It could be putty. Didn't I just say that? I don't think tutty is a word. Let's just go for putty. All right. I said it, and then I switched away because I wasn't sure if that was a word. It's a word. All right. My spelling. Yeah, I mean, I think TTY can be pretty trappy, but I think the letters I got rid of beforehand helped a lot. But we'll see what the bot says. But first, we're going to spin the wheel. I got some feedback that you didn't get to see just how many things are on the wheel. So we're trying this now. These are all words. I know you can't read them. I can't read them. Smile, suggested by Lorna Atwood, a enthusiast member on YouTube. So if you would like to follow along, tomorrow we'll be smiling. Starting with smile. All right, well, let's do some bot analysis and see what it says. So the answer was putty. Putty. Start with slate. There are only 44 words left after slate. That's why I was having a little trouble. A lot of them end in Y, a lot end in H. We had some O's, mostly H's and Y. So H wasn't a thing to test. Oh, O-U-T-H. Oh, O-T-H. Those were the things I should have thought about. It says it's just nifty, froth. Fourth is here. It's tied for third if we consider this 1, 2, 3. So not bad to do fourth. We're down to 9 words. Bitty, ditty, gutty, kitty, minty, nutty, putty, unity, and witty. Okay. Lots of TTYs, like I said. So maybe I don't know. I guess it says it's fine to go for TTYs. So that's what I did. It says bunts and knits is slightly better, these fillers. It's a super filler because not only is it a plural that wouldn't be an answer, but S is already gray. But it gets you 2 of the consonants that are used in these. I went nutty. Is there a problem with that? Maybe you need to get into the itty trap first. Yeah, so there's bitty, ditty, kitty, and witty. So I think nutty is going to lose on one of those. Yeah, so that's the problem, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 ITTYs. So if you get into it right away, you can just do 4 guesses and you don't lose. But because I did nutty, which there isn't a nitty equivalent, right? We're bitty, B, D, K, and W. Because I did nutty, if it had been one of those 4 ITTYs, I would have been on a gamble at that point. Because I play hard mode and can't do fillers. I have to keep using the greens. But gutty apparently is on the answer list. I don't know that I would have found that. And then there's also butty, cutty, jutty, tutty, and vutty. So If the answer had been gutty, I might have. What does that mean? I'll have to look it up. I might have been in trouble because I would have done putty and I wouldn't have thought gutty was a word. And there's all these other options if I were to randomly press. Ooh, that would have been a nasty situation. Luckily, it wasn't gutty. Let's look it up. Define gutty. Informal adjective meaning brave. So, like, it's synonymous with gutsy. Yeah, I would say gutsy. But I guess gutty is also there. Okay. Very interesting. You're full of guts. You're gutty. All right. It would have done nifty. From nifty, there's 6 words left because we got rid of the ITTY. Booty, dotty, gutty, potty, pouty, and putty. And so it says putty or potty or putty. We'll get you the answer next. Okay. So it gets a 3 or a 4. So nifty worked out very well. Oh, a bit of luck involved there too. It does least. We've been doing 3 cell A's today. With the yellow T, it goes north. It does test that TH though. I did 4th. I should have done north instead. Then I wouldn't have gotten hit by nutty. Oh well. I didn't think of north. Then it's like, hey, we better get into this itty trap now. Because there's 4 of them. And so now we know it's not that, so we're down to gutty putty, so it's a 4 or 5. And then steal is our another popular cell A anagram. It's going to mount, so it's not going to test north. Actually, north is equal, and if we do north, it's going to be the same solve. So let's look at mount. It's worried about the Utch trap, Butch, Dutch, Hutch. So we're going to get into that first with Butch, which also gets you bitty, I think. And then we're down to gutty putty again, so 4 or 5. Adieu is the most common starting word and also the most common comment about what people start with. I wonder, it's probably at least, I would say at least 10,000 times someone has commented on one of my videos. I start with adieu. It's really good. It gets all the vowels. Like almost that exact comment. It's pretty funny. It's like, oh, there it is again. Oh, there it is again. All right, anyway. Yellow U, it says to spurt, get the SPRT. Get the actual good letters now. And then cut up and putty are the 2 options. Imagine thinking of cut up for putty, but it's a 3 or a 4, probably a 3 at that point. Audio is another one. Vowel heavy one people like. Second most popular word. Gulps. All right. We got punky or punny, and then puffy or putty, so 4 or 5. And stare, another common starting word. I don't like it in hard mode because you can get into that ER trap. Even if you play perfectly, the AER trap is, or it's the AT, it's the A, wait, it's this one. This one can lose on the aced trap, interestingly. So it's not that stare loses on ER, it loses on aced. What did we act? Okay, let's just redo it. All right, yellow T. So, but yeah, I mean, if you play perfectly, you won't lose on ER words, but are you going to play perfectly? No. So you're going to lose more often. Point is what it goes here. That's fun. And there's, after point, it's only putty. I don't know. Would that be hard to think of? There's only the U left. You need to put the T somewhere. Probably would think of putty relatively quickly. All right. Pert has the highest chance to get it in 2. I didn't say it's a high chance, but it's the highest. It's got a 1 in 7 today, which is pretty nice. So 1 in 7 to go for putty. And it is 5th on this list. These are all tied. So we could say, hey, there's a 1 in 5 chance today, even if you go for optimal word. So it's quite possible Pert gets a 2 today. And then tarps is what the official bot starts with. You think doing this every day, I would remember. It's going to go potty, which is very helpful, although you could still end up with a 4. With petty and then putty. All right, well, let's check with the official bot. I mean, it is a little trappy. I don't think we're going to get 99% solve rate today. Let's grab the screenshot. And then put it in the right place. All right. Full analysis. So hard mode first. 97 skill, 50 luck, 4 steps. Slate it gives a 93 too. Because in hard mode it likes tarps. It likes these words better in hard mode with the P in it. Almost all of them have P. That Scald doesn't. Interesting that Scald is a 98. Wonder where this comes from. What do people follow up with? Adieu, stare, slate. Oh no, this is just what people are starting with. Never mind. So adieu people aren't doing great today. Who's doing the best of the common starts? Plate. Yeah, because it starts with P. And so does the answer. All right. Fourth, I give a 94 to. It would have preferred North. Yeah, I think if I'd thought of North, I would have definitely chosen it because N is much more common than F. But it worked out. It didn't really make... I mean, I guess, no, it didn't work out because then I did Nutty instead of Putty. All right. Well, people did broth, mouth, a lot of this O-U-T-H, which I didn't think of. North, birth, pouty, froth, couth, dirty, worth, and fourth. Now, who did best? Pouty did very well because it's... you can only do... Oh, interestingly, someone found something other than putty because it's 1.1 after pouty. That's fun. A bunch of 1.7s. Couth, north, mouth. Yeah, north does better than fourth because some people like me did nutty, right? Interesting that mouth is so good today. Why is mouth so good? That one doesn't really... Maybe putty is just easy to think of, knowing that the U is what's second. Interesting. All right. Well, nutty, I give a 96 to it. I prefer knits, one of those fillers, or bunts. So the difference here, yeah, one more bucket, right? So I have these 4. It has only 3 here. And it creates a new bucket for kitty. And that makes the difference. That makes it slightly more optimal. All right. Really, it's just counting buckets. That's the math. Count the buckets. Although it does have these percentage chances, so I think it takes those into account, so it might be a little more complex. But ultimately, just count the buckets, and the one with more buckets is better. All right. Tarps, potty, petty, putty. That's exactly what I had in the other bot. That's funny. All right, putty 2.2 starting with putty. 4. So slate is actually the third most popular today. Wait, audio got really bumped down. Is this... maybe it's different in regular mode, I think. I didn't realize hard mode had a different distribution this extreme. Huh. I wonder if this has been changing. All right. Putty is 2.2, 35.8, 79.2, 93.5, 98.4. Yeah, so not quite 99. People losing on puppy, puffy, puggy. So it's actually the PU something something Y trap that people are losing on. I had the T, and so I didn't get into that trap. A little bit of uddy. There's gutty here. There's nutty here. There's juddy. All these uddies other than putty, right, that I was talking about that weren't on the answer list. All right, let's look at regular mode. Putty.png. All right. 91 skill. 99 skill for slate. It likes that one. Broth, mouth, crony, round, choir. So who did best? Pouty, of course. Groin did well. Irony did well. Its suggestion of irony did quite well. Mouth and crony are 1.8s. Fourth was a 2.0. So was birth. All right. But all of these did very well today. All the follow-ups from slate. Nutty, it would have done widen. It would have done a filler. So if we look, widen probably is... yeah, widen's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 8 buckets versus 5. So it's like, this is way better. And there's only 2 cases where you end up in a 50-50 situation. Most of the other cases you end up winning right away. But that doesn't actually matter. What matters is the number of buckets. All right. Slate, irony, putty. So irony is the filler there. Okay, so it's a Dew, then yeah, so normal mode, this is what I expected. Slate is fourth. A Dew, then audio, just dominating the start in regular mode. Because somehow word of mouth says getting all the vowels is good, and then people just play that. 2.1, 29.7, 72.9. This jump on turn 4 is crazy. 91.0 and then 97.5. That's significantly lower, losing on the same trap words. All right. Well, how'd you do?